starved for knowledge. That was also blew me away. And they're so starved for structure, and they really want to do something. It was a fluke encounter right there close. There's a store very close to the slum, and this grandmother was there, and she approached us and started talking, and we communicated. And so I told her, okay, well, I'm not going to give you money, I want to see. And she took us into the slum, and that is how, so Ted and I trotted along, and off we went into the slum, and lo and behold, everything she had said was true. There was her daughter in her early 30s, maybe late 20s, I don't know, was dying of AIDS. So she kept on pointing. So the grandmother, or her mother, which then later, was the grandmother of the baby, came in, and I asked her, and she said, no, it's her baby, she wants you to help the baby. But through them, that same day that we were in the slum, and we were taken to this little room, and there were about, I would say, 15 to 20 little toddlers. And immediately when we came in, they all stood up, and this man told them to sing for us, which they did. And then Ted asked, why are they so listless? So the guy said, well, we haven't been able to feed them about 2 days. So Ted just ran out and went and bought all the food he could find, and he came back with all this food. I guess that was the birth of it. That was the birth of the feeding program, and from there on, you get involved. You can't turn your back, and from there, it's where we are today. Call it the hostel. And when we first started, we had one that was Grison. And so we just we had to put him somewhere, right? But now we have 26. Gives them a good lunch, balanced with everything. The Insta, it's a balanced meal in a cup sort of thing, and pre-cooked. And they have several strengths of it. It is a phenomenal product. I brought in sweet potatoes, which they adore. They never had eaten sweet potatoes, but sweet potatoes are very, very nutritional food. And lots of greens and vegetables, and lots of beans and lentils and chicken peas and stuff like that. HIV and AIDS is a huge issue. We have over 100 children in the project. Each one of them is tested, and I think right now we have 6 that are HIV. And they are just because they were born to mothers and we went there in time. They lactate them, and that is how they get it. The Kenyan curriculum is very old-fashioned. It's very strict. And it's all about memorizing. So you might find a little kid that can count until 10 very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But you show him, get it out of sequence, and he does not know really what it all means. So that is when we started changing it, with games and with play and with music. Now we are in a good spot, because now my teachers learned and they love the idea. In Sri Lankan, we're bringing in that balance, but we still have to do the Kenyan curriculum very seriously, otherwise the children cannot cope. So we do the nature walk, they love it. I remember the very first time we took them out on the nature walks, and they hadn't been in the woods, even though it's across the road, right? They never had been there, and then the teacher, Alice, is telling them, look at the leaves, and they were all going with the binoculars, the little binoculars, and I spy with my little eye. You know, they love it. They go and they play. You know, they're looking forward to go into the boarding school, and that is a dream.
Off to Nimbo. It's a girls' secondary boarding school where 2 of our AIDS orphans go to school. It's a parent-teacher interview. Yeah. And I'm the parent, I guess, that you need after Form 4. And I think we all agree now
To them,
that you're...
They want to do it. I mean, they come from school at 5 o'clock and they come running, have their cup of Insta, and go into the extra tuition, because they're also behind, so we have extra tuition at night, right? But nobody's saying, oh, we are tired, we don't want to do this. They actually run in their free will at work until it's dark and they can't work anymore. So it's totally mesmerizing. I want them to have a childhood. These children don't have childhoods. They don't know about play. They don't know about song. They don't know about painting. They don't know about drama. Or they did not know. Now they know. As the Scout troop now, which is our pride and joy, which, according to what I hear, is the first slum Scout troops in Nairobi that are now fully graduated Scouts, recognized international Scouts. We need help from donors, and we guarantee and give our name and our integrity that every cent that comes to us goes to the project. We pay for all our own expenses. We put our own money into the project. We could never have done this without the help, and we have been very blessed because we have amazing, caring people, both in Europe and both in Canada.
But the payoff is so enormous. You know? To give them the opportunity that they perhaps would not have had in their lives. We see it in their faces, we see it in their smiles, we see it in the determination that they're now demonstrating. You know, our motto is discipline, respect, and teamwork.
Hata fanya hivyo